I heard about Samaritan Village through the board I'm on at the Heart of the City Foundation, as well as being involved at First Presbyterian Church of Orlando, which has been a longtime supporter of Samaritan Village, and also through friends. Ellen Arnold is a longtime friend of mine, very much involved. My wife, Karen, got to know Dee Coleman through a women's Bible study, and that's how we started supporting the organization.
Okay. Finish this sentence for me, Kurt. I give because blank.
I give to Samaritan's Village because it's a need that most people are not aware of. And just the testimony tonight, testimony I've heard at these events over the past 4 years, just tells me that it's a problem that a lot of people don't see, they don't realize, even though it may be right next door to them, even though it might be right down the street from them. It's something that really impacts a lot of women, and they really need the help, and this program is tailor-made for that help.
Now this goes towards the evening. So what part of the evening has moved you most so far?
I think the part of the evening that moved me the most was Sula, her testimony. I mean, anytime you put that much emotion and that much real life impact into what actually goes on, again, most people don't realize this is going on. And to hear her story and what a young age it started at, and the entrapment is such that not how you would expect it, but it's really impactful when you hear from somebody from a firsthand experience, and I thought she did a tremendous job. It's not easy to recount that story, and she did a fantastic job, and that's what really moved me the most about this evening.
If you could describe tonight's mission in one word, what would it be?
Grace. I would say grace because just like we receive grace from our Lord Jesus Christ, these women deserve the grace that this organization can provide, and they can't provide it unless we provide the support. And to me, that one word is grace.
Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate you,
All right.
man.
I heard about Samaritan Village through my church. About 8 years ago, they did a symposium, and it was from 9:30 in the morning to 4 at night in the afternoon. And I said, what the heck? That's a long symposium. I said, I got to find out what this is all about. So I went out of curiosity. And at that time, I was looking for something to volunteer. When I heard about the stories they were telling, it was a whole day of talking and the problem in our communities and everything. I was totally shocked that it was happening around where we are. So I was so moved that I knew I got to do something with this organization, something to help these people. So they had a lot of different booths there, and there was the booth, Samaritan Village, and it had a sign for looking for volunteers. And that's how I found out. I signed on and volunteered 8 years ago. And he just comes along for the ride.
I come along for the ride.
He's very supportive. He's very supportive.
No, there have been times where I could actually assist with, doing some maintenance work inside in the houses, and we have done it a few times. And of course, any way we can help with fundraisers, we are.
I worked on the committee for the fundraising for I think 3 years, and then we're monthly donors, because I just feel this organization is doing something that is so needed. The women that come to Samaritan Village, nobody realizes that there's somebody's daughter, somebody's a mother even, and nobody helps these women, really. There's very little going on within the country, and yet it's one of the #1 illegal activities that is destroying lives, and it's among us. And when I learned so much through Samaritan Village, it moved me so much. I feel more has to be done. And we are just a small organization, but they are really growing and setting a pace that I think people should take a good look at this organization and how they went from one house, two house, three, and a third house. And they are helping women. Well, the women that come are broken, but through this wonderful program that they offer, they come out whole. And I've witnessed some graduations of these girls. And when you want to do something good, and I was looking for something to volunteer for that would move me, this moved me. This really moved me. So I help them in any way I can. I worked on the fundraising committees. We donate monthly. And I love the Road to Freedom. I look forward to it because it's really getting the word out there, getting the word out.
Well, there's not a good word for it, because if you say impressive, it's not impressive. It's impressive how well it was presented. I think it is more like a reality check of what's going on in the world, because this happens in our backyard. And I think that to put that in perspective is not easy. And I believe that with the keynote speakers that we had tonight, and sharing some of the statistics that are out there that are just a hard reality, I think that kind of brings it home. It's hard to describe it in one word, but impactful, I would say, is a word that I would use. Impactful.
Sorry, you have to say it again.
The word impactful would be a word that I would use, because it does have a huge impact on you when you listen to the statistics, listen to the keynote speakers, listen to the survivors.
If I could describe this mission in one word, it would be transformative. Because knowing what the safe houses are doing for the women that have gone through sex trafficking, human trafficking, to know that there's a method of recovery for them so that they can regain themselves and reintroduce themselves into the community, get jobs, further, help their families. I think being able to transform their lives in that way, it just makes me think of transformation, transformative. Oh, we're just so proud of Danielle. This is our third one. We came to our very first Road to Freedom when we were learning more about Danielle before she became a member. We were intrigued with some of the things that she shared with us. So we came here and we learned just how impactful the organization is. And we just want to say that we're proud of her for continuing the mission and just and getting all these people involved and getting them to contribute. So we're just looking to see how many more people that it can impact. So we're proud of Danielle.